Okay, thank you to join to my channel. Here, I want to practice my English teaching. But before it will be better if I introduce myself first to you. My name is Imelda Nenggolan and I come from English Department Nomensen Medan. Okay, next, here we go. How to teaching students. Good morning, students. How are you today? Oh, wonderful. Good. Okay, now I want to ask you, what is our topic last week? Yeah, that's right. Our topic last week is about invitation. So, as we know, invitation is there are informal invitation and informal invitation. Okay, I hope all of you have know about invitation. So that's why we can continue our lesson today. Our topic today is about an analytical exposition. Have you heard about analytical exposition before? Apakah di sini sudah ada yang mendengar apa itu text exposition? Oh, so do you know about text? Yeah, that's right. Descriptive text, narrative text, procedure text is the types of text. Now we will discuss about analytical exposition. Okay, please keep your attention to me because I want to explain the definition of analytical exposition. Okay. Pengertian dari analytical exposition is an analytical exposition text evaluates topic critically but focuses only on one side of an argument. Jadi katanya analytical exposition text itu adalah mengkritik ataupun memberikan argumen tentang suatu isu dan kita fokusnya itu hanya kepada satu argumen kita sehingga kita bisa mengembangkan argumen kita itu dengan baik. Nah, sekarang Miss akan menjelaskan kepada kalian apa itu tujuan, the purpose of an analytical exposition. The purpose of analytical exposition is to persuade your audience to look at an issue with your perspective. So that's mean di sini katanya analytical exposition itu memberikan argumen atau pendapat kita tentang suatu topik ataupun isu dan mengajak si pendengar agar mereka mau menyetujui ataupun merasa bahwa pendapat kita itu benar. So, contoh kecilnya seperti ini. Ada bencana, disaster. Disaster itu adalah bencana yang terjadi belakangan ini seperti gempa bumi yang terjadi itu karena murka Tuhan. Itu pendapat Miss. Dan si pendengar bisa menyetujui itu karena Miss bisa mengutarakan ayat-ayat Alkitab seperti itu ataupun pendapat-pendapat orang-orang yang sudah di bidang agama seperti itu. So, jika kita ingin menjelaskan sesuatu tapi pendengar sulit menerima apa yang kita bilang, kita bisa menggunakan analytical exposition. Okay. Is it clear for you? Apakah itu jelas? Okay, thank you. Now, I want to give you the example about analytical exposition. Okay, example, it can be speech or lectures, and it can be editorial, it can be essay, newspaper article, political leaflets, letter, legal defenses. Okay, you can see in monitor. Okay, now next I will explain to you structure of exposition text, structure of analytical exposition text. Okay, before we make text, it has a syarat. Jadi teks ini sama dengan descriptive text, narrative text, and procedure text. Mereka mempunyai langkah-langkah untuk membentuk sebuah teks. Nah, the first is title. Title tells about the topic. Oke, di title ini kita membuat subtitlenya dan itu seperti menjelaskan, tetapi tidak langsung menjelaskan secara clear, seperti gambaran tentang teks yang akan kita buat. And then introduction states the thesis statement of your text. Nah, di sini kita membuat tesisnya, tesis, dan kita memperkenalkan teks yang akan kita sampaikan tadi. Okay, get it? And then support the viewpoint with factual data like graphs, picture, and chart. Nah, di sini katanya kita harus mensupport tesis tadi dengan data-data yang faktual. Bisa dengan graphs, picture, and chart. Okay, I think all of you get it what I mean. Okay, next conclusion. Conclusion itu restatement of the thesis statement. Jadi di conclusion ini kita menyimpulkan apa yang kita maksud. Mulai dari tesis kita tadi, kita menyimpulkan apa yang kita maksud. So orang-orang yang membaca teks kita tadi bisa mengerti dan menyetujuinya dengan membaca conclusion kita. Jadi jangan pernah introduction kita itu berbeda dengan conclusion kita. Jadi harus relevan, harus berkesinambungan dari tesisnya itu ke conclusionnya. Okay, is it clear for you? Okay, I think so. And then language features of an exposition text. Jadi di sini katanya ada dia bahasa yang digunakan di exposition text. You can see in monitor to find an appropriate word, use the present tense, use mental verb, use saying verb, use connecting word, use causal conjunction, use word that express the author attitude, use persuasive technique. Okay. Di sini kalian bisa baca dan juga kalian bisa cari apa yang dimaksud dengan language feature to find an appropriate word and accessory. Oke, di sini Miss mau tekankan tenses yang digunakan. Tenses yang digunakan di sini tadi dikatakan present tense. Present tense. Why present tense? Okay, why present tense? Because present tense is tell about the fact, mengatakan yang umum dan juga fakta. Jadi Miss tekankan untuk membuat analytical exposition itu harus menggunakan data-data yang fakta. Jangan pula opini kita buat menjadi data yang fakta. Itu menyalahi aturan untuk membuat analytical exposition. Okay, is it clear for you? Okay, now Miss will give you the example of analytical exposition. Example of analytical exposition. Okay, you can read the importance of drinking water. The importance of drinking water. So, when we read the importance of drinking water, kita udah punya gambarannya di benak kita. Apa kepentingan dari meminum air putih, pentingnya minum air putih. Oke, introduction-nya itu mulai dari how much ke enough water. How much do you drink water today? Water is often considered insignificant, but behind it all, it turns out that water has important function for our body. There are several reasons why you should drink enough water. So, it's called introduction. Okay, next. Firstly, intestinal fluid is obtained by drinking lots of water. Water is used by the body to digest food and help transport nutrients throughout the body. In addition, interstitial fluid is also useful for producing saliva and regulating body temperature. Okay, and then the second additionally. Okay, you can see firstly, the second additionally itu adalah bagian dari penjelasan dari tesis kita, penjelasan dari introduction kita tadi. Okay, you can read by yourself. Kalian bisa baca sendiri karena kalau Miss baca terlalu lama. So the last one is conclusion. Oh ya, conclusion ada di additionally di paragraf keempat. Do you find it? Okay. In conclusion, drinking water is important because it is needed for our intestinal fluid. Help kidney work, is good for healthy skin and improves the function of our brain. So, di sini kalian bisa lihat teks ini mulai dari introduction-nya ke conclusion-nya itu berhubungan. Oke? Di introduction-nya juga menjelaskan seperti itu dan juga di conclusion-nya. Oke, I think all of you get it, and that's all about analytical exposition. Do you have questions? If you have a question, you can read in comment, and I will help you to answer it. And if I have a mistake to make this video, I'm so sorry, and please forgive me, and I'm still learning like you. And thank you very much for your kind attention. Bye.